Fire hydrant kicks are an end range strengthening exercise that can help you with your Taylor's pose, lotus pose, also middle split journey by strengthening your side butt. So if you've already become familiar with fire hydrant isos, check that video out if you haven't already. This would be the next progression onto that. So what we're doing is holding ourselves in an end range position, temporarily making it harder to try and strengthen and solidify that, bring it back to something a bit more manageable, a bit more easy, and constantly playing with that harder and bringing it back, harder and bringing it back, and slowly exposing yourself to more time under tension in a quite challenging position. So for this, we're going to be in the same fire hydrant position, which means hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then from there, without trying to move the pelvis too much, though it can come up a little bit, you're going to emphasize abduction of this leg first. So that means trying to take the knee away from the other knee as much as possible first before allowing that pelvis to shift with it. Now from here, lifting that leg up as high as you can, you're then going to try to tighten the thigh and point the toe and bring it back. Reset, lift up, tighten the thigh, point the toe, and bring it back. Lift up, reset, tighten the thigh, point the toe, and bring it back. And so, notice how I was going slow. I want you to be able to pause in that position, so it's not like a quick kicking out. It's showing ownership, taking that leg out, fully locking it out, straightening it, pointing the toe, and then slowly coming back in. Now notice I was saying reset every time. So every time you bring it back in, chances are because you've lengthened that lever, that leg's gonna drop a little bit, even if you don't feel it. So that opportunity to reset is when you bring the leg back in. Then you can lift the knee up higher again to reset and go again, to really challenge that side glute. Now a little trick you can do if you're not feeling too much glute, although by this point, if you're doing this drill in the first place, you should already have some great awareness from your glutes and what to feel and where. You can slowly or lightly drop the foot, or if that's the knee and this is the foot, you can drop the foot down a little bit. That'll bias external rotation. You might get a little bit more glutes. So from the side, it would look like this. So the setup, shoulder underneath, hand underneath the shoulder, knee underneath hip. And then from there, the leg is coming directly out to the side. Now, what I was saying is you could drop the foot slightly like this, if that helps you get a bit more glute. Then lift, 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 tighten the thigh, point the toe, and bring it back. And that are your fire hydrants. That are? Yeah. Those are your fire hydrant kicks. There we go. I can English.